appropriate, was it not?
Yeah.
Tom Brady is taking this offseason to show off some of his other abilities. This video, you can hear his wife Giselle actually saying, "Are you going to jump?" Apparently he said yes. He dives off a cliff, and you can't hear it. It's on his Facebook page, but Superman theme music is playing in the background, and he captioned, "Never doing that again, hashtag Air Brady." Looks like fun. Speaking of Air Brady, let's talk about the real airness. Then this video this weekend surfaces. It's Brady playing ball with MJ. Take a look at that. Really, just shooting with MJ. That's what I do on my weekends.
Do you?
Yeah, huh? So I like what I'm seeing here from one Tom Brady. Doing a little cliff diving, a little basketball with Jordan. He didn't get that. A little defense from Brady for the first time. Skip Bayless, what has gotten into Brady?
I don't know. But Stephen A., I saw these videos in this order. I saw the basketball first. And my reaction was, hey, Tom, what are you thinking? Because, again, he's going on 38 years of age. You're messing around. I'm not sure who the other guys besides MJ were in the game, but you're just asking for it. You're asking for that freakish injury, the Achilles injury, the ACL. It's just not worth the price of admission. Even though you're playing with MJ, play horse with MJ. Don't play 3-on-3 at age almost 38 as an NFL superstar quarterback. Then I saw the cliff diving video a little later, and I said, Tom Brady, what are you thinking? Have you gone middle-aged crazy? Is this
middle-aged?
Is this in NFL terms? You know, like, is this a midlife NFL crisis?
Okay.
What, do you suddenly have to prove that you're going to be forever young? Are you trying to show off for Giselle, who's clearly egging him on to do this? But Stephen A., I'm going to point out on the cliff dive, this wasn't diving off a cliff into the ocean. This was diving straight down, I believe in Costa Rica, into a bowl of rocks. A bowl of rocks. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have probably made that same jump, or Tom wouldn't be that stupid to try that jump. But this is insanely dangerous for an almost 38-year-old quarterback, because I'm going to warn you that, you know, the high dive, the highest dive that you can dive off a diving board, the high dive board, this is 7 feet higher than that. I have walked out on the high dive board. I'm scared of heights. I'll be the first to admit it. And I'm like, there is no way I would even close my eyes and jump off the high dive board, let alone if you put me 7 more feet diving into a bowl of rocks, where if you hit feet first from that distance, from that height, you would risk, because that water is so dense, you would risk breaking a toe, you could break your foot, you could have, God forbid, a Jones fracture, the way Kevin Durant is trying to come back from a Jones fracture. You could have anything. And by the way, it's not like Tom Brady's team got stronger in the offseason. They lost Revis. They lost Browner. They've now lost Dante Hightower. They lost Shane Vereen from the offense. I could go on and on. It's not like Seattle last year coming off its first Super Bowl, where it looked like it was a prohibitive favorite to repeat, that nobody is now picking New England to repeat Tom Brady as you go on 38. What has gotten into you, Mr. Brady? I have no idea. Call Mr. Kraft.
You know,
buddy.
It's real interesting, Skip Bayless, because, you know, sometimes I really wonder about you sometime, man. And, you know, and dare I say, because I know you mean what you say, but I kind of question whether the word hypocritical is appropriate here, Skip Bayless. Because, you see, I kind of know Ernestine. And I kind of know the impact that she has on you.
Yeah.
I know when it comes to watching your sports and all this stuff, that nobody's going to get in the way of that. But Ernestine couldn't get you to do anything? I find that very difficult to believe, Skip Bayless. I find that very difficult to believe. Giselle. I mean, forget the fact that she's a supermodel, that she's gorgeous, that she's rich, that, by the way, if anything happens to you, y'all are still set for the rest of your life because she got you. Forget that. Forget that for a second. Just forget that. He's a 4-time Super Bowl champion. He's the reigning, defending Super Bowl champion.
Keep going. Keep talking.
He did his job. Now you want to tell him how to live too?
Yeah,
like you trying to capture. I'm talking about you. Don't get me wrong. If I'm Kraft, if I'm Belichick, do I like it? Absolutely not. I don't like it. But do I feel like I've got the license to tell this brother what to do, considering what he has delivered? I mean, my God, the man wants to live a little. I think he's earned it. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying if I'm Mr. Kraft, I'm not going to him and saying, Tom, could you please, I'm going to have a heart attack. I mean, could you please watch yourself? Could you please watch yourself? But that's about it. I'm like, wait a minute. This dude right here, and you're bringing up the moves that the New England Patriots have made or didn't make, who they've lost.
Yep.
That's not Tom Brady's fault. Last time I checked, Tom Brady restructured yet again. 3 years, $27 million. Just a $9 million base salary, if I remember correctly. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute here. All total, he's going to get it with the signing bonus. And all total, I think he's going to get about 14, 15 million this year.
Yeah.
You trying to tell me that with Jay Cutler in Chicago getting 10 million more, he can't get to the damn playoffs, let alone win a game. But Tom Brady's restructuring deals, taking pay cuts, doing all of this other stuff for the organization. Now you want to tell him not only how to live his life away from football, but now you want to tell him, essentially, don't listen to your wife either. I'm sorry. I don't understand that, Skip. And the word hypocrisy comes into play. Because, Skip, I find it very difficult. I'm just saying. I know the lovely, lovely Ernestine. I just find it very difficult to believe, Skip, that if y'all go on vacation and she says, Skip, come on, Skip. I don't know, Skip. I'm just saying, maybe not. I don't know. But, Skip, I'm sure there's something that you don't want to do, that you're a bit reluctant to do, that Ernestine could kind of convince you to do. I mean, because that's what women do.
Certain things there are, but not diving off a cliff.
Well, I'm just saying. But tomato, tomato. It's all relative. If it's Tom Brady, it might be something else that he's more hardcore about rather than that. All I'm saying is, as it pertains to that, clearly it was something he was willing to think about. I'd like to believe that the cerebral Tom Brady, somehow, some way, they would have been down there and they would have known that there wasn't rocks like 3 feet, below the water. I'm quite sure he knew.
I hope so.
Of course.
So you're trying to tell me you think that Tom Brady don't like his life? You think that Giselle don't like life with Tom Brady? That she'd want him to dive into a pool of rocks? Come on now, stop it. I mean, please.
You can remember what happened as you neared age 40. All of a sudden, you're getting toward 38 and you're starting to think, God, I'm going to be 40 years of age before I even know it. Maybe he starts thinking, I do have to live a little. I got to dare the devil a little bit here. I got to try something.
Listen.
Right?
The man's wife is a supermodel. I'm quite sure he's lived a lot.
Okay.
I'm quite sure of that.
That's fine, but
and she has too. They're worldly. They travel a lot. They're relatively adventurous. I'm quite sure they're not couch potatoes, Skip Bayless. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, let's pump the brakes, man. This is now. I'm sitting here saying this is the bad man, Tom Brady, four-time Super Bowl champion.
How would you prefer vacation?
Oh, I would prefer he played golf, which is his biggest passion. It's a little safer.
He's done that
Jumping
already.
off cliffs at almost 38
Can we all mind
years
our business?
Are you kidding
Can we all mind our business? Let that man live his life, please. Tom,
I enjoyed it, Tom.
Listen, please, live it up.
He has
live it up.
Patriot Nation in the palm of his hand.
Forget them.
Come on.
He gave him 4 rings.
Okay, so now
he doesn't have to do anything else.
He owes them nothing else.
He owes them nothing.
You talk like he's now rebelling against the Patriots.
No, I'm not saying that.
Watch this.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he owes them nothing. He doesn't owe them his consideration or anything else. He's given them 4 Super Bowl rings and a decade plus of greatness. He owes them nothing. They owe him. You owe him as much as you love the Patriots. You owe him.
Tom Brady.
You owe him enough to leave that man alone. Let him enjoy his off season.
I don't want to hear that he has a broken toe. I don't want to hear it.
Whatever.
Well, you won't hear about it.
Thank you.
You won't hear about it. It'll be top secret.
Yeah, I know.
If in fact it does happen. We leave it there. Tom, enjoy your vacation.
Unbelievable.
Looking at all the talent in college basketball, who would you take first?
Easy.
Easy? You got a choice already? All right. Skip Bayless will tell you who he thinks will go first when we return. But first, there's plenty to discuss from the weekend and obviously the week ahead. Check out our Monday rundown on Instagram. First Take will be right back in just a few moments.